X-Reed Harmonicas is very proud to introduce our very first own design harmonica. It's called the Chroma-Bender. As you can see, it just looks like a normal 12-hole chromatic harmonica, and in fact it's made with 12-hole chromatic harmonica parts, but you'll see there's no slider on the end. The mouthpiece is bolted straight onto the front of the comb. It's in normal chromatic solo tuning. It's in C, so it's just got your normal normal 3-octave C scale, but instead of having 48 reeds like a C chromatic would, it's got 36 reeds. There's 24 reeds which give you your normal scale on the top and 3 octaves in solo tuning, the familiar solo tuning. And then there's 12 extra reeds which give you extra bending possibilities, because this is a bending harp. That's why it's called the Chroma-Bender. Basically it allows you to get full chromatic scales through draw and blow bending alone. So for you blues harp players, you can suddenly pick up a chromatic harp, and you can play it like you would on a blues harp. So here's how the scales sound. These are full chromatic scales in 3 octaves. So that's you know, a first really. It's pretty amazing expression. And of course you're not going to be playing chromatic scales all the time, but you can pick and choose which ones you want to use to get that soul, even in normal chromatic solo tuning. So for you chromatic players are used to a very kind of fairly straight sound, but you've got your chromatic notes with a button. Now you can get a kind of a bluesy expressive tone using this Chroma-Bender. Here's a few examples of some licks. So say if we're in the key of C, on a key of G on your C harmonica, you can bend your third. You can bend your fifth. So it sounds more like a blues harp. And you can get that same expression in first position. So that's in the key of C. So you can bend your third, bend your fifth, get your flat seventh. It's also great for you blues players who play in third position, because you can now get all those fat octave George Smith kind of sounds, but incorporate note bending in there as well. I'm not brilliant at that style at all, but I've got a friend here in the my local area, Al Clark, who's really good at that stuff. And I gave him one of these Chroma-Benders and asked him to just jam away in third position. And here's how he sounded on the very first day that he played this harp.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, well we we chose the Herring Company to make this instrument for us. My ex-reed partner Zsombor Kovacs and I looked through microscopes at harmonica reed plates, and we found that Herring had the very closest reed slot tolerances of all brands on their chromatic harmonicas, and that's really important for this kind of harp, because you've got three reeds in each resonance chamber, if you like. A draw reed, a blow reed, and an extra reed. And the extra reed allows you to bend the lowest reed in each hole. So, say for instance in hole number 5, you've got a D draw, and you can bend that down to C sharp. And then you've got a C blow, and you can bend that down to a B. So the extra reed there is actually a B flat draw reed, and it's sitting in there to allow you to bend that C down. But anyway, we chose the Herring Company because their reed slot tolerances are very, very close, and it's almost like the harmonica is pre-embossed, if you like. So it's very, very airtight and very comfortable in your mouth, and just really easy to play. It'll be instantly accessible for chromatic players who are used to the solo tuning. What they'll have to get used to is not using a button, but bending instead to get the soulful chromatic notes. But I'm sure they're going to love it, because many chromatic players would die to have that sort of bluesy sound. Now they can with the Chroma-Bender. And for the diatonic players who like to dabble in a bit of chromatic, suddenly you've got a harp that's in in chromatic tuning, and you can get all those fat chromatic octaves, but you can also bend the notes. So hopefully it's going to please a lot of people. It's essentially a hybrid instrument between the 10-hole diatonic and the 12-hole chromatic, and it's going to be very interesting to see the new sounds and licks and stuff that come out from the diatonic guys and the chromatic guys on this all-new Chroma-Bender. So there's a lot more information, and you can go to buy the Chroma-Bender at x-reed.com. That's xreed.com, and there's, as I say, photos, lots more info there, and buying links. So check it out.